close your eyes for a moment and imagine this. You have just stepped inside your home after a long day. The air feels light, fresh, and welcoming. A gentle scent of lavender mixed with lemon greets you at the door like a warm hug from an old friend. There are no harsh chemicals. There is no overpowering perfume. Just pure, clean comfort. If you are anything like me, you have probably wondered, how do some homes always smell so good? Well, today I am going to share the 10 secrets I have learned over the years. These are the same ones that 5-star hotels, professional home stagers, and yes, even my grandmother swore by, to keep a house smelling fresh all day, every day. And I want you to stay with me until the very end, because the final tip is so simple, but it changes everything. I promise you, if you start doing it tonight, you will wake up tomorrow to a home that smells like heaven. Tip 1. Open your home to morning air. Conscious ventilation. My grandmother used to say, "Every house needs to breathe, just like we do." She was right. Stale air is the #1 reason a home starts to smell. Well, a little tired. The problem is, we often get so used to it that we no longer notice. But the moment someone new walks in, they do. The air inside your home collects cooking smells, a bit of humidity from the bathroom, the scent of laundry, even traces from cleaning products. Without fresh air moving through, these smells mix together into something heavy and dull. The easiest fix is to give your home a breath of fresh air first thing in the morning. Open 2 windows on opposite sides of your home to create what experts call a cross breeze. This allows air to move through, sweeping out the stale and bringing in the new. You only need to do this for 15 to 20 minutes to notice a difference. I like to do it while my coffee brews. There is something wonderful about that first sip of coffee with cool morning air on your face. If your bathroom does not have a window, leave the door open during this time and place a fan nearby to help the fresh air circulate. While the air is moving, shake out couch cushions, lift the curtains, or give a rug a good shake. All those little dust particles and trapped smells will be carried out by the breeze. Best of all, this habit costs nothing. No sprays, no gadgets. Just the gift of clean air. And once you start doing it every day, you will feel the difference not only in the smell of your home, but also in your own energy. Tip 2. Show your textiles some love. Fabrics are like quiet little memory keepers. They hold on to all the moments that happen in your home. A cozy blanket remembers every movie night. The sofa cushions remember every grandchild's nap, and the curtains remember each change of season. But along with the memories, they also hold on to smells. The scent of dinner, a touch of pet hair, a little humidity from rainy days. It all settles into the fabrics. Even if your floors are spotless and your counters are gleaming, if the textiles are holding on to odors, your home will never feel truly fresh. The solution is simple. Give them regular attention. Wash your sheets once a week. Change and wash cushion covers every 2 weeks. Curtains can be cleaned once a month. Carpets should be vacuumed often and deep cleaned every few months depending on use. For a quick refresh, sprinkle a light layer of baking soda over your rugs or sofas. Let it sit for 20 minutes and then vacuum it away. Baking soda naturally absorbs and neutralizes odors without harming fabrics. You can also lightly mist pillowcases and cushions with water mixed with a few drops of lavender or citrus essential oil. When guests lean back, they will notice the fresh scent without even realizing where it is coming from. My grandchildren tell me that my guest bed smells like Grandma's hug. That is one compliment I will never forget. Clean, fresh fabrics give a home that cared for feeling, and the scent lasts much longer because you are treating the source, not just covering it up. Tip 3. Vinegar, the surprising hero. Now, vinegar might not be the first thing you think of when you want your home to smell nice. In fact, your first thought might be, but it smells strong. And you are right, at first. But used the right way, Vinegar is one of the most powerful natural odor removers you can have. It does not just hide smells, it eliminates them at their source. That is why hotels use it to prepare rooms between guests. The secret is in the acetic acid, which breaks down odor-causing particles so they simply disappear. You can use white vinegar in several ways. Place a small open bowl of vinegar in areas where bad smells collect, behind the refrigerator, near the trash, inside a closet where shoes are stored. Leave it for a few hours or overnight, and the next day, you will be amazed at how fresh the space feels. For a more active approach, fill a spray bottle with equal parts vinegar and water. Add a few drops of your favorite essential oil: lemon for brightness, lavender for calm, mint for energy. This turns your vinegar spray into both a cleaner and a gentle air freshener. Spray it lightly on fabrics, in trash cans, or even along bathroom walls. The vinegar neutralizes the unwanted odor, and the essential oil leaves a soft, pleasant scent behind. The best part is that vinegar is safe, inexpensive, and always available. Once you start using it regularly, your home develops a consistent freshness that no store-bought air freshener can truly match. It is not about masking the smell. It is about removing it completely. Tip 4. Clean with scent in mind. Many people wait until they are done cleaning to think about adding a nice scent to their home. They wipe and scrub with whatever cleaning product they have on hand, and then at the very end, they spray a store-bought air freshener to finish it off. But here's the thing. That store-bought scent often disappears within minutes, or it lingers as something artificial that does not blend with the feeling of a clean home. Professionals know a better way. They build the scent right into the cleaning process. Think about it. When you are wiping your kitchen counters, scrubbing the bathroom sink, or mopping the floor, you are already in the perfect position to spread a fresh, lasting aroma. All you have to do is choose products that clean and scent at the same time, and you can make them yourself. A simple mixture of water, white vinegar, and 10 to 15 drops of essential oil works wonders. Lemon essential oil creates a bright, uplifting freshness that reminds me of sunny mornings. Lavender adds a calming note that makes a space feel peaceful and cared for. Peppermint brings a crisp, energizing scent that wakes up the room. When I mop the floors, I add a few drops of citrus oil to the bucket. As I move through the house, the scent rises from the floor and fills the air. It is subtle, but it lingers for hours afterward. And I find myself smiling when I walk back into the room later in the day. You can even make your own reusable cleaning wipes by placing cloths in a jar filled with your homemade scented cleaning solution. When you need to wipe down a table, a door handle, or a bathroom counter, just grab a cloth from the jar, do your quick clean, and enjoy the burst of freshness that comes with it. The beauty of this approach is that you are not layering scent on top of dirt or dust. The aroma is woven into the very act of cleaning, so it lasts longer and feels more natural. Over time, your home begins to carry a gentle signature fragrance that is yours alone, built into the care and attention you give it. Every time you clean, you are leaving behind not just a surface that shines, but an air that feels welcoming and alive. Tip 5. The invisible aromatic corner. Some of the best-smelling homes have no visible sign of where the scent is coming from. You do not see candles burning on every table or plug-in air fresheners in every outlet. Instead, there are small, hidden aroma corners that quietly release fragrance all day long. This is a trick I learned from a friend who worked in a boutique hotel. She said their secret was to create little scent stations in unexpected places. The idea is simple. Use something absorbent, like cotton balls or pieces of fabric, and add a few drops of your favorite essential oil. Then hide these in places where no one will see them. Behind sofa cushions, tucked inside dresser drawers, placed on a shelf behind books, or even taped behind a piece of furniture. Each time you open a drawer or walk past a certain spot, a faint scent greets you. It is not overwhelming, just a soft reminder of freshness. You can also make small sachets using fabric bags filled with dried lavender, rose petals, or even a mix of rice and a few drops of oil. These work beautifully in closets, inside storage boxes, or in the bathroom. One of my favorite tricks is to place a lightly scented cotton pad inside the vent of my heating or air conditioning system. As the air moves through, it carries the fragrance with it, creating an invisible breeze of comfort. What makes this method special is that it feels effortless. The scent is there, but it is not shouting for attention. It becomes part of the background of your home, like the sound of a clock ticking or the way sunlight falls on a familiar chair. It is always present, quietly shaping the mood of each room. Once you start adding these hidden aroma corners, you may find that visitors cannot quite put their finger on why your home feels so pleasant. And that mystery makes it even more charming. Tip 6. Citrus Sunshine. There is something about the smell of citrus that instantly lifts the mood. Fresh oranges, lemons, limes, or tangerines have a brightness that makes a home feel cheerful and clean. This is not just our imagination. Science has shown that the scent of citrus can help reduce stress, improve concentration, and create a sense of well-being. That is why so many cleaning products try to mimic it, but nothing beats the real thing. One of the oldest tricks, and one I use almost every week, is to boil citrus peels on the stove. After you enjoy an orange or a lemon, do not throw the peel away. Put it in a pot of water with a cinnamon stick or a few cloves and let it simmer on low heat. In just a few minutes, your whole home will be filled with a warm, uplifting fragrance. The cinnamon adds a cozy note, while the citrus keeps it fresh and bright. You can also place dried citrus peels in small bowls around the house. Let them air dry naturally, and they will hold their scent for days. For an extra boost, mix them with a bit of baking soda or sea salt, which will absorb unwanted odors while releasing the citrus aroma. This works wonderfully in the bathroom, near the trash can, or in the laundry area. Another favorite of mine is a homemade citrus spray. Mix water, a small splash of rubbing alcohol, and a few drops of lemon or orange essential oil. Lightly spray it on curtains, rugs, and upholstery for a burst of freshness that feels natural and clean. I especially love to do this before having friends over for coffee. The whole space feels sunny and welcoming. Citrus scents do not just mask odors, they bring a certain energy into the room. On gray winter days, they remind me of summer. On busy mornings, they help me feel alert and ready. And perhaps my favorite part is that they come from something I am already using in my kitchen. Turning leftover peels into a source of joy feels like a little gift to myself and to my home. Tip 7. Love your trash can. It might sound funny to say you need to love your trash can, but here is the truth. If there is one place in your home that can quietly ruin all your hard work to keep things smelling fresh, it is the trash can. You can clean the floors, dust every shelf, and open the windows wide, but if the trash can smells bad, that odor will find its way into the air. The worst part is that it can sneak up on you. You may think everything smells fine until you open the lid, and then it hits you. Professionals never treat the trash can as just a container for waste. They treat it as a place that needs regular care. First, give your trash can a proper cleaning at least once a week. Take it outside if you can, rinse it with hot water, then scrub it with a mixture of white vinegar and a few drops of lemon or eucalyptus essential oil. This not only cleans, but also neutralizes odors that cling to the plastic. Simply changing the bag will not remove those smells. You have to wash them away. Next, deal with the bottom of the can. This is where little bits of liquid or food can escape the bag and settle unnoticed. Before you put in a new bag, place a sheet of absorbent paper towel or even a small piece of cardboard in the bottom and sprinkle it with baking soda. You can add a few drops of essential oil to the baking soda for a light scent. This creates a barrier that soaks up moisture and traps odors before they can spread. If you have small trash cans in the bathroom or bedroom, the same idea applies. A cotton pad with a drop or two of lavender or mint oil in the bottom of the bin can make a big difference. And here is a golden rule. Never go to bed with a full trash bag in the kitchen, especially if it contains food scraps. Overnight, those smells grow stronger and will greet you in the morning before you even have your coffee. It is such a small habit, but once you get into it, your home will feel fresher all the time. You will also have the satisfaction of knowing that even the hidden spots in your house are cared for. Tip 8. Freshen the air naturally. When most people think about making their home smell nice, they reach for a can of air freshener from the store. They spray it into the air, and for a moment, it smells strong and sweet. But within minutes, it fades. Often, it mixes with whatever smell was already there and creates something heavier and less pleasant. That is why professionals often skip artificial air fresheners and instead use natural methods that purify and scent the air at the same time. One of my favorite ways to do this is with a homemade room spray. In a spray bottle, mix distilled water, a small splash of rubbing alcohol, and 2 or 3 different essential oils. Combining scents creates a richer, more layered fragrance. For example, lavender and eucalyptus create a relaxing but clean smell. Lemon and rosemary feel fresh and energizing, while orange and clove bring a cozy, spicy warmth. I keep a bottle of my favorite blend in the kitchen and another in the bedroom. In the morning, I give the curtains and the couch a light mist, and again in the evening to reset the mood. A diffuser is another wonderful tool. It gently disperses tiny particles of essential oil into the air without overwhelming the senses. You can run it for hours, and many have soft lights that make the room feel cozy. I like to change the scents with the seasons. Citrus and floral in the warmer months, cinnamon and vanilla in the cooler months. There is also the old-fashioned but charming simmer pot method. Place a small pot of water on the stove, add orange peels, cinnamon sticks, cloves, or even fresh herbs like rosemary, and let it steam on low. The gentle scent fills the house naturally, and you can refresh it with more water as it evaporates. You can even let nature do the work for you by keeping aromatic plants in your home. A pot of lavender in the bedroom, rosemary on the kitchen windowsill, basil near the dining table. Each one releases a gentle, constant fragrance and brings life to the room. Freshening the air naturally does more than just make your home smell good. It creates a sense of comfort and well-being that you can feel in your body as much as in your nose. Tip 9. Focus on the hot spots. Every home has hot spots, places where smells seem to gather and linger. Even if the rest of your home is spotless, these areas can affect the way your whole house smells. The main hot spots are the entryway, the bathroom, the kitchen right after cooking, and the closets where clothes and shoes are stored. These areas matter more than you might think because they are where guests notice scent first. Let us start with the entryway. This is your home's handshake. Place a small reed diffuser on a side table with a fragrance that feels welcoming, something like vanilla and sandalwood or lavender and citrus. You can also tuck a small sachet inside the shoe cabinet to keep odors under control. In the bathroom, prevention is key. A little baking soda with a drop of essential oil in the bottom of the toilet brush holder or under the sink can help stop smells before they start. Spraying the shower with a water and eucalyptus vinegar mix after each use keeps it fresh and spa-like. The kitchen is often the trickiest spot, especially after cooking with strong ingredients like garlic, onion, or fish. The secret is to act right away. As soon as you finish cooking, boil a small pot of water with lemon slices and cinnamon to neutralize the air. Also, Do not forget the hidden source of kitchen odors, the range hood filters. Clean them regularly, because trapped grease can hold on to smells. And finally, closets. These small enclosed spaces can collect musty odors from clothes, especially if there is not much airflow. Place a bar of scented soap inside a cloth bag and hang it on a hook. You can also use sachets with dried flowers or cotton balls with a favorite scent. By giving these hotspots special attention, you make sure the very first and most frequent scents people notice in your home are pleasant. It is a small detail, but it makes a big difference in creating a home that always feels fresh and inviting. Tip 10. The nighttime aroma routine. There is something special that happens in your home while you sleep. The world quiets down, the air becomes still, the lights go out, and the house itself seems to rest along with you. This is the perfect time to let gentle, comforting scents work in the background, so that by the time you wake up, your home already smells inviting. Professionals know this little secret well. They do not just think about making a home smell good during the day. They create nighttime routines that set the mood for the next morning. Here is how to build one for yourself. First, just before bed, open a window for 5 minutes. Even if it is chilly outside, a short burst of fresh air helps sweep out the day's stale odors and lets in a touch of cool night air. You do not need to open it wide, just enough to invite the outside in. Close it again before you settle down so you stay warm and cozy. Next, give your bed a little love. Lightly mist your sheets with a mixture of water and a few drops of essential oil. Lavender is a wonderful choice for relaxation, but you might prefer vanilla for warmth or chamomile for calm. As you climb into bed, the scent will greet you softly, helping your mind unwind. You can also tuck a small scented sachet or cotton ball with essential oil inside your pillowcase or at the foot of the bed. Overnight, the gentle warmth of your body releases the fragrance, so it surrounds you while you rest. If you have a diffuser, set it on a timer for about 30 minutes. Choose a blend that suits your mood. Lavender and bergamot for peace, peppermint and eucalyptus if you want to clear your head. Let it run just long enough to fill the room, then switch off automatically so it does not run all night. One of my favorite touches is to light a candle for 10 minutes while you do your evening routine. The soft glow and scent create a feeling of comfort and closure to the day. Blow it out before bed, and the scent will linger into the night. The magic of this nighttime routine is that it requires so little effort, yet it changes the way you wake up. You will open your eyes in the morning to a home that already feels cared for. The air will be fresh, the bedding will smell lovely, and you will begin your day with a small but powerful sense of peace. Over time, this becomes more than just a habit. It is a ritual, a way of telling yourself and your home, we are both worth taking care of. Wrapping it all together. Now that you know these 10 secrets, I hope you see your home a little differently. A fresh-smelling home is not about luck, and it is not about filling the air with store-bought perfume. It is about simple, thoughtful habits that work quietly in the background to make your space feel alive. It is about noticing the small details that others might overlook. A cushion that holds the memory of last week's dinner. A bathroom that needs a touch of eucalyptus after a shower. The way the morning air changes the mood of an entire room. These habits do more than improve the air. They improve how you feel in your own space. When you step through your door at the end of a long day, and the air greets you with freshness, your shoulders drop, your breathing slows, and you feel at home in the truest sense. A good scent is like an invisible hug, wrapping around you the moment you arrive. You do not need to start with all 10 tips at once. In fact, I recommend you choose just one to try tonight. Maybe you open your windows in the morning. Maybe you wash a set of cushion covers. Maybe you simmer orange peels and cinnamon for a cozy scent. Then tomorrow, notice how it changes the atmosphere. From there, add another habit the next day or week. Little by little, your home will take on a personality that feels calm, welcoming, and deeply yours. And remember, the goal is not perfection. Life happens. We cook, we live, we gather with family and friends, and sometimes the house will smell like last night's dinner or the grandkids' playtime. That is part of its charm. These tips simply give you the tools to bring it back to that fresh, comforting state whenever you want. So, which one will you try first? Whatever it is, I hope it makes you smile tomorrow when you walk into your kitchen or settle into your favorite chair. Because you deserve a home that feels as good as it smells every single day.